This pandemic, as the German professor was saying, has brought out some good efforts like this one here, but also brought out bad things in the world. However, me, I like the bad things. I like, it's bad, but somehow it wakes up the Africans. Africans sleep too much. You know my orientation. I have never believed in independence. For the last 60 years, I've been struggling against that. In the government, when we were outside the government, in the resistance, we were always striving to depend on ourselves. Therefore, this unfortunate phenomenon where people have vaccines and they say, no, we must first vaccinate our own people. That's unfortunate, but I like it because it wakes you Africans.
Now, dropping out of school can be discouraging to any ambitious person, but for Alfred Ojok, it was a blessing in disguise. On failing to raise tuition to join university, he opted for coffee farming thanks to support from Operation Wealth Creation. Enjoy.
It is love in the air for this recently wedded and expectant youthful couple from Nwoya district in northern Uganda. It is a milestone reached as a result of a venture that most young people tend to underlook: farming. 27-year-old Alfred Ojok won the love and trust of his 25-year-old wife, Flavia Ojok, when he proved his ability to work.
It has passed 5 months, and till now we are married. He's a hard-working man. That's why I chosen him.
It is a hard work that resulted from his inability to join university over financial constraints. Other than being a discouraging factor, it turned out a motivation for him to venture into farming.
Then I started to see what kind of farming can I do as a youth which can bring money in my hand. So I realized coffee is good. That's how I started to get involved in coffee farming.
Made possible from his sugarcane venture, from which he had earlier on earned 400,000 shillings, Ojok started on 2 acres of land. He has since expanded his coffee farming endeavor with support from Operation Wealth Creation.
We had a nursery operator by then near us, the late pastor. Unfortunately, died last year. He is also our role model farmer. He's doing very well in coffee in this area. So I went to him with my brother. We asked him, how do we get these coffee seedlings? We have no money. How do you give to people? Then he told us that we are giving free of charge to any willing person and Operations Wealth Creation.
Others could get seeds like maize seeds. They wash, dry it, take to the grinding mill, just to eat it like that. Others could get bean seeds, wash, and then they cook like that. So it took us time to start supporting such serious people like this one here.
Such boost fetched him 800,000 shillings in the first season, 6 million in the second and third seasons combined, and 8 million shillings last year. This kind of success is what has since made him reach this conclusion.
This propaganda that coffee doesn't do well in northern Uganda is getting out of the mind of people. That's one thing, and I hope my family will study, and I will have the kind who never shed tears as I did of education.
To the happiness of his aging father and youthful wife, both have a word for young people.
But those girls, they are lazy. I advise them to come in our farm and see how we get money. Then I think they will turn to choose farming.
If they can be taken for a study tours where they will have to learn a lot, because when you are taken to a study tours, you come back and learn a lot of things.
Bit by bit and process by process, Ojok may have registered some success, but something is still wanting, including value addition appliances.
So if we can increase or add values on them, we remove the outer cover and we sell at a good price, then that would also be one of the ways that we shall increase on our financing.
However, these setbacks could soon be history if a recent meeting between Operation Wealth Creation and Uganda Development Bank is anything to go by.
Those who are doing agriculture, like him, maybe he wants a machine like for irrigation. Maybe he wants a machine for value addition. Yeah? So he can apply for such a loan. He makes his business proposal well. He applies for such a loan and is granted.
Dropping out of school may have been a challenge, but was a blessing in disguise, according to Ojok. Whereas he still harbors the passion to join university, he vows to expand further his farming enterprise. Henry Okrut, UBC.
Following the drastic fluctuation of prices in banana sales, Ankole sub-region farmers have questioned the relevance of the banana factory in Bushenyi, which majority claim it has since become a shadow of itself. A bunch of matoke is currently between 1,000 to 3,000 depending on the size. And according to the farmers, this price can't match their cost of production, requesting government to establish yet another banana processing factory in either Sinjiro or Mbara so that they can start adding value to their bananas.
Banana growing remains one of the major economic ventures that majority of farmers in Ankole sub-region depend on. This venture has since hit a dead end as a result of continuous drop in prices of farm products. Currently, a good bunch of bananas costs between 1,000 to 3,000 shillings, which the farmers claim cannot enable them break even.
The bunch of matoke in Sinjo right now, you get it at 1,000 or 2,000. To get a bunch of matoke at 2,000, it must be very big. And if it is of medium, it is at 1,500.
During the peak season, a bunch of bananas in Isingiro and the neighboring districts would cost between 10,000 to 25,000 shillings. But with poor roads and the COVID-19 lockdown, the situation has worsened, leaving farmers stranded.
Which puts a matoke farmer at a big disadvantage. That they are not only very low but cheap, but they don't even have who to buy those cheap matoke. And yet in other areas, you see people are crying of food.
Years back, government established a banana factory in Bushenyi to add value to matoke, but 15 years down the road, it has not shown any relevancy to the farmers.
But that factory, because it has not taken off to full operation capacity, we as the community around the Western region who are supposed to benefit are not yet benefiting anything from it.
And for that, it requires investment. Until now, we have not had strategic investment in farmers' productivity in the banana growing sector.
However, the executive director of the Bushenyi-based Presidential Initiative on Banana Industry Development, PIBID, Dr. Reverend Florence Muranga, says they need about 33 billion shillings to invest in the factory in order to start commercial production.
Required from government to give us a seed grant of 33 billion to do the seed inputs to that horizon that we are looking at, to do the commercial first step of commercialization.
Whereas the management of the Presidential Initiative on Banana Industrial Development, PIBID, thinks the provision of the 33 billion shillings would allow them kickstart production, farmers want government to establish a farmer-managed banana processing factory in either Isingiro or Mbara district.
Isingiro has become a very serious hub of banana production. Probably there needs to be a bit of other initiatives between Mbarara and Isingiro, since the other one is in Bushenyi.
Even though that factory has failed to take off from Bushenyi, we also need another one in places like Isingiro.
So that if they are innovating something different, this way we can also be innovating Matooke bread, for instance, for our own consumption as Ugandans.
Banana farmers are also being encouraged to form cooperatives through which government can train and equip them with relevant skills.
Some interstate bus operators have been forced to turn their passenger buses into cargo to keep themselves in business. This follows a recent presidential address that banned all public transport for 42 days.
In order to remain economically relevant, some bus owners have quickly converted their bus into cargo conveyors. This follows a recent ban on all public transport facilities as a measure to stop the spread of COVID-19.
You see, this system of cargo we came with it of recently when the lockdown came in. This was a normal bus. Even you can see the windows are still just intact. We tried at least we could make cargo so that life can keep on moving. But unfortunately, all the arcades are being locked. Other arcades doors are being walled up. So there's no way you can get luggages when the arcades are closed. So that's why the business again, there's nothing we are doing in fact. Because most of the goods which you take to Kenya, they come from these arcades along Chikubo. But unfortunately, they are all being closed. So there's no way you can get luggage. So that is the situation we are facing at the moment.
Hussein Majid, the manager of Crown Bus Limited, says even then, cargo is limited and it takes long time to fill this 15-ton cargo bus.
The idea of changing buses into cargo just came of recently when the president made a speech that only cargo trucks, cargo vans are the ones allowed to operate. And since these vehicles have PSV, we have paid for them for a whole year. You know we pay income tax before the vehicle operating. So we looked at least we should come up with a cargo system whereby it can help to reduce on some costs like rent, workers. So, but the idea unfortunately it didn't work out because the Kampala arcades and shops are being locked also. There's no way. So in fact it's again a double loss to us.
Bus operators note that even when cargo trucks were left to operate, shopping stores like arcades where they used to get cargo are closed, and this has posed a significant challenge.
The luggage that you're seeing here, but then before the pandemic time, it's a luggage that I'll collect within a short time of time. So nowadays, this is a week that I've collected this. So it's a kind of challenging to us when the shops are closed.
Batugala ne tusizigazaawo gundi y'okubanga tutambuza ebintu by'abantu naye era challenge gye tulina tetufuna mirimu olw'ensonga nti amaduuka agalina otuwa ebintu maggale wakiriko bagula ezisitoowa abantu gye basobola okujja ebintu ne bitutuukako kubanga waliyo bakasitoma abasindika ssente ne tubagulira ebintu naye kati bano betuwa abatuwa ebintu ne tubagamba nti nkusindikira ssente oyina ebintu agamba ne sitowa nzigale bazigala n'amaduuka maggale kwegamba ne tufuna obuzibu bwetutyo nti entambuzayo ebintu ate ng'omulimu ogwo pulezidenti yagulekawo nagwo gutambula bubi.
The manager Simba Coach Limited, Abubakar Ali, says the company has since laid off some of its workers due to economic hardships.
Almost 2 weeks, 3 weeks here when there's no cargo. The owner just fueled back. He goes back to Nairobi and then look for another luggage to bring. And he reduced the staff because some of the staff went home. There's no money to pay them. So we suffer a lot. Maybe the government can ease the lockdown since they have seen that the pandemic has reduced, and at least they allowed the stores or the market people to work, so that at least we can get those luggage to carry to Nairobi.
They say creativity is necessary for survival, and it is that creativity that has compelled these interstate bus operators to redesign this passenger service bus vehicle into a bus cargo. However, their celebrations were short-lived after the lockdown that nearly closed all the arcades, and then that means they cannot have access to cargo which they can transfer or transport to different countries like Kenya, Uganda and Tanzania. And that is their only plea to the government, is to reconsider reopening the arcades so that they can have access to cargo which can therefore be transported to the outside country. Sadam Mubale, UBC News, Kampala.
Thank you so much, Sadam Mubale, for that wonderful story. Now we'll take a short commercial break and we'll be back with business news.
As the financial year 2020-2021 draws to an end, URA has put measures in place to facilitate taxpayers to file their returns and pay taxes within the set deadline. All our offices across the country and the URA Contact Center shall remain open to provide extra support to our esteemed taxpayers. Additionally, we have extended our contact center service hours from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. Monday to Friday, and from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturdays and public holidays. In light of the COVID-19 risks, we encourage taxpayers to reach us through our improved contact center and other online platforms instead of making physical visits to our offices. For online support, please reach us through our toll-free lines 0800 117 000 or 0800 217 000. Email services@ura.go.ug. Website ura.go.ug. Social media: Facebook, URA page, Twitter @URA Uganda. URA Customs Help Tool, help.ura.go.ug/login. URA appreciates all taxpayers who have duly fulfilled their obligations. Stay safe and let us all observe the standard operating procedures to prevent further spread of the COVID-19 virus. Stay safe as we develop Uganda together.
Uganda Revenue Authority, developing Uganda together.
We've cut and reduced our MTN Momo withdrawal rates. Now you can withdraw mobile money at the lowest rates. You also get MTN Central Points when you deposit, send and withdraw MTN mobile money. Visit our Momo agents countrywide and withdraw mobile money at our reduced rates from 1st May 2021. Everywhere you go, MTN.
If we get vaccinated now, observe social distancing, wear a mask properly, sanitize or wash our hands with soap and water regularly. Together we can defeat this enemy.
Fellow Ugandans, you know that the current COVID-19 period is a trying time in our lives. However, we still have another threat that has been with us for a long time, and it is called neglected tropical diseases, also known as NTDs. NTDs include bilharzia and worms that cause swollen stomachs. Trachoma causes blindness, and elephantiasis causes the swelling of legs. These diseases are affecting millions globally, and yet they can be prevented by regular hand washing with soap and clean running water, regular washing of the face face with a soap and clean running water, keeping dirty hands away from your eyes, always using pit latrines and discouraging open defecation in your community to avoid flies that carry germs, reporting to the health facility early when feeling unwell. Remember to stay safe and protect yourself. This message is from the Ministry of Health with support from a SAIN project.
Introducing to you the Faculty of Interdisciplinary Studies, Mbarara University of Science and Technology. We run academic programs designed to create an interface between academics, industry, and the community. We aim at offering hands-on learning experience and skills that suit continuous evolving societal needs. Join the Faculty of Interdisciplinary Studies today for undergraduate training in Bachelor of Science in Planning and Community Development, Bachelor of Science in Gender and Applied Women Health, and Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Livelihoods and Farm Production. For postgraduate programs, we offer Master of Arts in Planning and Governance, Master of Arts in Development Studies, Master of Arts in Peace and Conflict Studies, Postgraduate Diploma in Criminology, and PhD in Development Studies. For inquiries, please contact us through our email dean.fis@mas.ac.ug or admissions@mas.ac.ug, or you can call the Dean directly on 0782827777 or 0701778699. Electronic applications are also available on our website, applications.mas.ac.ug. Succeed we must.
In efforts to improve quality assurance and Uganda's competitiveness as a tourist destination, Uganda Tourism Board is set to undertake a nationwide grading and classification exercise of hotel and accommodation facilities. As a member of the East African community, Uganda subscribes to the East African Grading and Classification Criteria, a system denoted by stars ranging from 1 to 5. The grading and classification exercise will be crowned by the awarding of star ratings to facilities found compliant to the EAC minimum standards. This is therefore a call to all accommodation and facility owners and managers to register and get licensed by UTB as a requirement and get ready for participation. For more information, visit www.utb.go.ug or email qualityassurance@utb.go.ug for details. Uganda Tourism Board, promoting tourism together.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. In our business stories, all is not well with banana farmers and dealers following a sudden fall in prices. In Ntungamo District, Matooke traders are saying that their main source of income has been affected, with the banana fetching a mere 1,000 shillings, down from over 10,000 shillings.
Until the lockdown, farmers were happily trading in their bananas without any complaint. However, as soon as the national lockdown came into effect, banana prices plummeted. A senior farmer in Kyabahinda Sale, Ntungamo District, James Namara, says a bunch of matoke, which was previously sold at 20,000 shillings, now goes for less than 3,000 shillings, which has affected their incomes.
In the market, we used to say a big bunch at 25,000, but a big bunch now is 6,000. A medium bunch we used to go to buy for 15,000 to 10,000, but now it is only 3,000, 2,000. So this is a very big challenge. As farmers, we shall not maintain the farms.
This senior farmer in Ntungamo district, who is among those affected by the price nosedive, says agriculture is no longer profitable ever since the lockdown was announced.
Say bananas, though at a lower price, but now the customers, the buyers are few. Some have gone away from that trade because they also fear, like the human beings, going into congested markets. It's my life matters most.
James Namara is one of the best farmers in Ntungamo district who says that they are now concerned about how to maintain their plantations. Farmers want government's intervention into this fall in banana prices. Kashamutwe Sirili, one of the Matooke traders, hopes the situation will soon change. Ntungamo is one of the areas in the country most affected by the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic because of being very close to the border with Rwanda and Tanzania.
That's all we had for you for now. Do join us again at 10 p.m. for more news coming your way. Have a good evening and good night.
Up next on UBC, brought to you by...
Keep the lights on. Use Airtel Money to pay for all your Yaka bills conveniently. Open the My Airtel app to buy Yaka units. Airtel Money. Simple, secure, borderless.